How are you, LT?
I'm doing good, Rich. How are you, man?
I'm fine. Are you in New York City? Are you in NYC right now still or no?
No, I couldn't get there.
I was about to say.
My flight got canceled. Obviously, the huge
storm.
What do you call it? Arctic bomb.
The bomb cyclone
on the northeast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, cyclone and something like that. But no, I wasn't able to get there, so I'm in Texas.
Okay, so I know you're coming here on behalf of FedEx, and we'll talk about that in a second. And you're getting ready for the weekend. You got kids and all that stuff. But ESPN published a piece just last night and today. Saying essentially that Brady and Belichick are not on the same page anymore. Garoppolo was part of the rift. So was the trainer situation that happened, and that this could be, and that there's a general sense around that building that this is the end for Brady and Belichick as we've known it. And I'd love to get your thoughts on that, LT.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting because for the longest, this organization has always been very measured in what they put out, what they say. And you know this, Rich. Every time we talk to a Patriots player, they sound the same way. And everything that they say is all the same. And that's because of Bill Belichick. I find it ironic now that all these things are starting to come out when the talk has been about Bill Belichick kind of taking privileges away from Alex Guerrero, who is Tom Brady's trainer. So now all of a sudden that leads to all the distension and the different things that are going on with the organization right now, when they have always been an organization that have had things under wraps and nothing gets out. And we know these things happen in every organization. It does. But they have done a good job of keeping these things in the locker room. No longer is it staying in the locker room. Now, why is that? Well, is it because of Bill Belichick, or is it because of perhaps some of the things that has happened of late have allowed the guys to say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm going to talk about it. And that's why these stories are starting to come out.
Have you ever been around a locker room where somebody's personal trainer essentially became part of the staff? Is this something it sounds completely unusual to me, but I'm just wondering what you could tell me, LT.
It is unusual. Something like this. And I too had Alex Guerrero as my guy when I played. Alex Guerrero would fly out to San Diego every week after the game to work on me for a couple of days, and then he would take off to New England. That has been going on for years. So he has been a part of that organization, but he had more access to that organization, obviously, that he had with the Chargers. He had to come to my home, Rich. The Chargers, he couldn't come to the complex. And so I've never seen an organization give access to an outside individual like they have. But I find it ironic now that all of a sudden Bill Belichick doesn't want him around, and he has too much access.
So there's some there, right, LT? I mean, so let me ask you this.
Absolutely.
But do you believe it's going to?
I was going to say, I think it could be, that Bill started to feel like he no longer had a grip on the players and, not really controlling them, but making sure they were managed in the right way, making sure the stories stayed in-house. Things were starting to leak and come apart. And maybe that's why he felt like he needed to make some changes.
LT, LaDainian Tomlinson here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, let's talk about teams that are actually playing this weekend. Which of the teams that's playing this weekend? There's 8 of them. Titans, Chiefs, Falcons, Rams, Bills, Jaguars, Panthers, Saints. Do you think has the run in them to go wild card to podium to picking confetti out of their hair in Minnesota, LT?
I think it's the Saints. When I look at that football team, for one, offensively, they are able to score in multiple ways. Everybody knows that, most of the year they have relied on that run game. But Drew Brees is still back there calling the plays. He's still throwing the football. And so he's going to make timely plays for that football team when needed. Defensively, they have played better over the course of the year. Secondary has gotten better. So they're being a little bit more aggressive on defense. I like the way they're playing. I can see them going on a run. Now, you can say, in the AFC, man, I really like Jacksonville's defense, but I'm not a believer in what they're doing on offense. I don't think they're consistent enough with Blake Bortles and Leonard Fournette to be able to move the football and score points against the likes of a Pittsburgh Steelers or the New England Patriots. So I would say the Saints are the most likely team to make a deep run.
Yeah, what's Gurley doing that's so damn impressive, man, to you? You've seen it all, LaDainian. Or see him Saturday night.
Yeah. Which is really the combination of his size, speed, and agility. When you think about that total package in a guy like Gurley, for one, when you look at him, man, the guy is huge, man. He looks like a linebacker, but then when you see him in open field, he's running away from cornerbacks, and then his ability to think that you think he's gonna run over you. What does he do? Oh, I'm gonna just leap over you like it's nothing. And I love his involvement in the passing game. That's, to me, that's what gets me excited. His involvement in the passing game. We know he can run the football, but where he's truly dangerous is getting him out in space in the passing game, and certainly Sean McVay has done a terrific job of that.
Is he an MVP, though? As I asked, one of the few running back MVPs in recent years. Is he the MVP?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he's in strong consideration. I don't think he will win it because in order to win the MVP at the running back position, man, you have to have broken a record or done something extremely rare. You look at the last 4 MVPs at the running back position. Marshall Faulk, he broke the touchdown record. Sean Alexander reset the touchdown record. Myself reset the touchdown record. And then Adrian Peterson ran for 2,000 yards and almost set a single-season rushing record. Those are the last 4 MVPs at the running back position. And I'm afraid that because Todd hasn't done that, he's going to be left out at the end of the day to win that award.
LaDainian Tomlinson here on the Rich Eisen Show. And the FedEx Aaron Brown NFL Player of the Year Awards coming up on honors, but voting opens, if I'm not mistaken, that's today, correct? Voting opens today? Okay. Yep. What can fans do? Yeah,
so in order to vote via Twitter using hashtag Aaron Brown, and at NFL.com/FedEx. They can vote, and voting will close on Thursday, February 1st. And as you mentioned, the winners will be announced Saturday, February 3rd at NFL Honors.
Ask him a poll question before we get out the door here with LT, Chris Brockman.
Hey, LaDainian, who's most likely to end their career with the Patriots? Belichick, Brady, neither.
I'm going to say Brady. I think this rift is real, and I think it can cause Bill Belichick to leave after this year. And he might say, Mr. Kraft, I appreciate it, but you can have your Brady, and I'm moving on.
I'm telling you, there is a job open with the Giants. That is the one he would actually even spend a split second entertaining.
Yeah, I agree, Rich. That's a very good point because he has history with that organization. Yeah, right. I can so see him going to New York.
Second overall pick.
Coaching that football team.
Second overall pick. He likes Josh Rosen. If he likes Josh Rosen, go get him. Start again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or, hold on a second.
I agree.
Or Belichick stays put, finds another quarterback, and Brady finishes his career with the Jets. What do you think, LT? What do you think about that?
No, I don't think that happens. For one, I don't think Brady. I don't think he will go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, you kidding me? He won't go there.
Where would he even?
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
Play with Larry Fitzgerald finally.
Yeah, I just don't. That
I
one I don't see.
I don't know, guys.
Yeah, but this is a fun game, though, isn't it?
Maybe the Browns. Maybe he goes to the Browns.
Yes. All right, LT, I'll see you at the shop. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Pro Football Hall of Famer at LT_21 on Twitter.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.